Hello guys, today I want to share with you this Golem deck over here. So why I want to actually send a message across is with Golem, right, you should never give up. Even though you might be down a tower at the start because of mistakes or whatnot. But you guys will see in this two replays that I'm going to share today, right. So I made a lot of mistakes at the start, we lose a tower, but with Golem you can always have a chance to come back. Alright, so again we see we're playing against bait here. So, of course, at the start you're gonna face a lot of pressure. Here I made the big mistake of trying to activate the king when the NATO was in a bad spot. So I took a lot of damage there and I had to spend the extra barrel. And you can see that the opponent's already out pretty much a lot of elixir. So the next time that he comes in, he's gonna do a lot of damage. Okay, so he goes in with the barrel. I have to fireball again. This time I mess up the fireball again, thinking that was gonna be at the back because I don't have my barrel in hand. And you can see over here, we basically lose our tower, right? So with only 1 minute played, I lost my tower and I am down in elixir. So a lot of people would have given up, right? You would have like just zapped the king or just leak and just give up. But I always believe, like I said, I'm gonna reiterate this, with Golem you always have a chance. Okay, maybe elixir Golem too. So we can see we're still defending, so we've got to try to wait for double elixir. That's when I can get a big push and that's when I can get my spells in as well. So again, delivery value here. So things are not looking good at all, right? With a minute 35 left, he has one tower. He's one tower up against me, and he's up in elixir too. And he's also gonna do so much damage here to my second princess tower. All right, so it's not double elixir yet. So I know I can't really build the big push that I need because it's still 20 seconds left. So if I golem up at this point, I know that I won't be able to get my big push. So I decide to cycle the Night Witch first, just to let it go. Alright, so we just cycled the Night Witch, so we're still waiting for double elixir. That's when we can get my big golem push up. So this is when it hits, that's when I golem in the back. Alright, so I see a lot of pros sometimes doing it in the corner. I think it doesn't make too much of a difference, especially when I'm using Fireball, because I don't need the extra 2 elixir for the lightning. So now I get my big golem push. We decide not to use our spells, we're gonna use troops, so we can get a nice counter push over here. The good thing is he doesn't have a big spell like rocket, right? So we can stack up troops as long as we don't give him too much delivery value. So I decided to go bandit opposite just to sort of like pressure a little bit on the other side. Here he goes with the bats. I had to NATO that, and this is when we finally break through with the bridge spam at the bridge. So now I know that I have taken his tower, and my second princess tower is considerably healthy. I know that I have a chance. So he goes with the spam in the pocket over here. We try our best to defend. Again, looks dangerously close, but I know that he doesn't have a big spell, so we always have a chance. So again, we'll cycle the Night Witch in the back this time, and then we're gonna golem up in front of it. Okay, so he goes with the barrel. This time we have to defend with our best. We go with the baby D, we take a bit of damage here. We decide to go with the barrel just to mitigate as much damage as we can, because we know that it's quite close now. So this is when we gotta get the right support behind the Golem. So the kind of support behind is also pretty key. So he goes with the barrel, where we have to defend this. Because if we don't defend, we're gonna lose. So we have to defend all that. This one, we can afford to take damage, and then before we know it, the Golem already did enough damage at the top. Alright? So, again, we should never give up with Golem. We'll see you guys in the next replay. Alright, welcome back guys. Okay, the next replay that I will share with you guys is against minor Skelly Barrel Poison. Alright, so pretty common deck in this meta now. Okay, so as you guys will see again, we pretty much mess up at the start. So over here I want to try to activate the king with that barrel. The corner barrel is a little harder, so again we mess up, then we have to throw in the fireball, then he goes with the miner, and then he sends in those late bats. So this really caught me out. If I defended with baby D here, we would have been pretty okay. But as you can see, we most probably lose about 2000 damage off at the start, and we are still down in elixir as well. Okay, so this time again, we're gonna show that with Golem you always have a chance. We have to defend this. We go with the cannon cut, but the spear goblins get a little bit of a lock as well. Okay, so the key also with this Golem deck is because you have a lot of ground offense or ground support for your Golem compared to traditional Golem decks, because you have Night Witch, cannon cut, and bandit. So against such decks with like this minor control, they only have minor and knight. So if their cuts are not in rotation, that is when you can pressure with cannon cut or with your bandit as well. So that is very key, which you will see in this push over here. Because he just deals this minor over here, right? So his only ground support which he has left would most probably be his knight and his spear goblins, right? So once they are out of rotation or they are not in cycle, that's when you should pressure. So we go with the baby D here. He goes with the knight, so that's when we know his knight is not in cycle. Then this baby D connection on the spear goblins was huge, so we know that he's low. So then the bandit comes in, his miner comes in late, so that's when we get all the damage that we need to even up the game over here. Alright, so we're back in business, right? We Golem again, we're back in business. We can afford to give up that tower on the left. Okay, this time, because it's still pretty healthy, we didn't mess up the NATO this time, right? So we get the NATO right this time to get the King Tower activation, which I would say it's not much use at this point, but still better than nothing, alright? So over here it's most probably very hard to defend that 630 HP tower, but we don't want to give it up for free, right? We want him to spend a lot of elixir just to take the tower. Okay, so he goes with the miner there, so we let the miner go because we know we have to focus on offense. If not, we will not be able to break through, so that is when we need to get the right support in. Okay, so we go in with most probably, we go a double lane here because his knight is not in cycle, right? So we can go there. Cannon Cart Bandit gets good damage on that side. He tries to over defend, he loses his right tower, and he goes with the poison at the bridge there. So now his poison is out. We go with the Golem in the pocket just to do as much damage as we can. Look at those two bats from the Night Witch, right? Those two bats are actually very key. That helps to bring down that tower significantly. And so now we're basically back in business. So we just have to bar barrel all this, deny the miner. And now his king and his princess are pretty equally, like we can go for either the princess or the king tower. So we're going to recycle with the troops in the back. Because if we go in the pocket, it most probably will use the bomb tower to kite it to the king, but that's actually fine as well. So again, he uses knight, so this is when we pressure with the cannon cart in the pocket. So once the knight is dead, then that's when he has almost no ground. The NATO comes in clutch here, taking out all the stuff, and that's when we win. Alright, so the message I would like to send to you guys is, with Golem, never give up. Alright, in Clash Royale especially, people can mess up. So I hope you guys learn a thing or two about this deck, especially learn to pressure with your ground troops significantly. Alright, hope you guys like this video, please do not forget to like and subscribe, and thank you.